paparazzi taking photos of you. It's a lot. How do you handle the pressure of being photographed for the world to see almost every single time you step outside?
It's really funny because I was thinking about this coming over here, and they were like following me in the car, which is like, it happens all the time. Whatever, like, I know that's going to happen if I'm in LA. There's not very many ways to avoid it. They just sit at the bottom of like my street, so it is what it is. But I was driving, and like sometimes when there's paparazzi following me, I have a flash in my head of like getting out with a baseball bat and literally destroying their car. Like, I literally sometimes it makes me just so annoyed that I'm like, one of these days, I swear to God, I'm gonna get out of the car with a fucking baseball bat and I'm going to like destroy their. This is a hypothetical situation, by the way.
Logistical. She's being hypothetical.
I just like, and driving over here, I was like, I literally like, that's my urge right now. And I'm like, at the same time, do I want to give anybody the power to like disturb my energy like that? No, but it's just like a feeling of, it's just annoying. It's the feeling of like hitting a breaking point of like, I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
And some days are totally fine though, and some I can avoid it, and like I sometimes like get really lucky and like sneak different ways to like do it. But I think what I've come to terms with is like, that's gonna happen in LA.
Right.
You know what I mean? This isn't the like middle of nowhere, like, you know, where there's like actual privacy. It's like the land of where everything happens.
Totally.
And there's tons of people here. It's also like, I'm not the only person that deals with this. It's like so many people deal with it, and it comes with the territory. And it's not like, I hate when people are like, well, you asked for this, because it's like, I don't think that's like a real thing to say. I didn't ask for grown men to follow me around with cameras, but I do understand that it comes with the territory.
It's hard to make friends when you're in a position where you don't know people's intentions, right? Do you have a hard time trusting people?
Sometimes I feel like I'm the type of person, and I've always been this way, where I'm like, I trust people until they prove me wrong, which is like, I guess sometimes can be a dangerous way to be. I'm a people person. Like, I love to connect with people. I love meeting new people. I sometimes have a hard time with like becoming like friends with someone or close to someone, but like I love being cool with people and like being social and meeting people and knowing their story and like where are they from. I think that I have a lot of my friends that I'm very close to are people I've been close to for a long time. Some newer friends, some not, but I just think, yeah, I think there's sometimes that aspect of like the distrust of like, I don't know what you want to be around for.
Have you ever had someone take advantage of you and your situation and like kind of love that it's like, oh, I get this lifestyle around her, and like, how do you deal with that?
My personality is very like, I don't do well with confrontation. I don't like to like confront awkward situations. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to be better at that, but I never want to like, I've always been the type of person where like, I don't want to like end things on like a sour note with a person, because especially if there's someone like in an industry where I have to see them, or like if we're going to be out somewhere and I got to see, like, I don't want to walk into a room and feel like I have beef with someone. Like, that stresses me out big time crazy.
Even if it's so you can stick up for yourself.
Yeah.
We're working on that today.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're working on that today.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah. Even if that's something I struggle with, even if it's for me sticking up with myself, I just want to like, because I think there's a way to stick up for yourself and still be cordial. I've had situations or a situation where I feel like there was like a lot of stuff I found out about the situation, and then I knew if I confronted the person, they were just not going to own up to any of it. So it's like, what's the point?
Right.
If I'm going to go to you and be like, here's what I found out, I know that it's true, I've seen the proof, too many people have said something to me about it, and they're just going to be like, I can't believe you would believe that about me. Like, that's just not true. Why am I going to waste my breath with somebody who's just not even who's not in the place in their life, or like the type of person that is going to even receive the confrontation at all? Because I can do confrontation if it's in a calm, appropriate, I'm not a yeller, like I'm not going to like freak out, and like I'll get fired up when it's something that I'm really like passionate about or defensive about, because like I've had that happen to me before. But I still always want to end it on like a, how did we move forward from here? Not like, and sometimes the reality I've had to face is that like sometimes that's not possible. Like sometimes you just can't be around that person or be friends with that person, and like it is what it is.
Totally.
You just have to move on.
So many people in the world are fascinated by you and fascinated by your life, and I think the public can kind of feel that from you, of like, you don't like confrontation. You rarely will speak out on things if there's drama, which I think so many people do respect you for. But how much does that then weigh on you, of things piling up on you, that it's like, when is going to be a good moment for Hailey to just kind of like speak her truth? And you've done it a couple times on the internet, which I think people were like, oh, fuck yes. Like, Hailey, let's go, which we're going to get into.
Well, I think based on what you're saying, like one of the, I think, issues with that is that then you get stuck having to explain yourself for every little thing. And I had to get over that because I was in a place at one point where I felt like I wanted to like explain the narrative and explain myself, and like that's also exhausting. So if it's like every single time I do an interview, or if I say something and there's going to be something that people are like, why would she say that? Or like, she's wrong for saying that, or that doesn't make sense. You said marriage is hard work. And then I said that and everybody was like, that's not a good sign if you think that it's like hard. Like, it's like no matter what I say, I'm always going to have to be explaining myself to people, which is why I actually hate doing interviews where they're like, it's like a blurb of a longer thing that I said that's just so out of context. And then I'm going to feel like I'm explaining myself.
What marriage doesn't have ups and downs? And in a good way, you get
but
through
also
shit.
What I meant when I said hard work is just like, there's compromise, there's sacrifice. I feel that way in most relationships in my life, even friendships, even work relationships. Like, they can be tough sometimes. I didn't mean it just overall, yeah, like it's hard and it sucks. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's literally the best thing ever. The whole sentence of what I said was like, he's my best friend, I love coming home to him, but like, yeah, it takes work because I'm 25 years old and I have a life and I have a career and I have my own friends. So trying to balance making my wants and needs and hopes and dreams work while meshing my life with another human who has his hopes and dreams and career, and like, we're busy people and we want to be in a marriage, so we're making it work, and sometimes it's hard. How does that not make sense?
People don't want it to make sense.
Yeah.
People really want that statement to be like, the marriage is ending, like, here we go.
Oh, but people have been saying that since the beginning, so that's why at this point I was more sensitive about it. I don't really feel sensitive about it now because I'm just like,
totally,
no matter what I say, it's like, the marriage is ending. Like, every single time I say something,
it's like, here we go,
about my own relationship, it's like, there's something wrong with it. So it's like, I just don't care. People have been saying this now for 4 years.
So let's get into it. You are married.
I start sticking my feet.
You're like,
the
oh
couch.
fuck,
I'm like,
here you go, Alex, just go. She's literally burrowing in.
Like, look at my hands.
Oh my god, Hailey. Okay, you married one of the most famous people on the planet, Justin Bieber. Mm-hmm. What are the best parts about being married to Justin?
Well, I think the best parts are that he's my best friend, and there's nothing better than being with the person that makes you smile the most, makes you laugh the most. Like, he's just literally the best human to me ever. And I think that he's a person who has been through a lot and shouldn't have gotten to the other side of a lot of what he's been through, and he has, and he's overcome so many different things in his life for being famous so young. And the fact that he's as normal as he is, he's literally just, to me, I feel like he's a very like normal, regular guy. I guarantee you someone takes this and they like fucking chop it up and make it sound like I said something different. But I've known him for a very long time. We were friends for a long time before anything else, and like, I just love him.
You can see it with the two of you, even though we only see stuff. I mean, I remember when I saw you guys on the beach in Santa Barbara, and I grew up, I watched Justin Bieber. I was like, oh, like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I was definitely intimidated by you guys because we'd only met once. I was like, wait, why are they so normal? Justin's like, hey, what's up? Gives me a hug. You're like, what are you guys doing on your trip? I'm like, you guys are so normal for how crazy your life is. And it's unfortunate that people don't get to see that side of you guys.
Yeah. He's also like, he just has the kindest sweetest, most like gentle heart and soul to me. And I've always thought that about him. Obviously, he's gone through phases in his life where he was being, you know, a little out there. I don't want to say like fuck boy because it's like not, yeah, but like yes and no. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but like he was just in a different space in his life and was like, I think ultimately when people are like acting out, it's just because they're hurting. And he was just in a space in his life. I mean, we're all hurting every single day, but I think sometimes we go through a season where it's like we're hurting a lot more, we're going through a lot more, so we're just a different version of ourselves that's not really who we are. But like to me, he's just the best, the most fun. Like I have the most fun with him. He understands me more than anybody ever has in my whole life, and I think that goes both ways, and he's just my guy.
How has being married to someone with that level of fame impacted your identity?
Where do I start? Well, I think even for starters, even me talking about him or talking about our relationship, people will take that and be like, all she ever talks about is her relationship with him. And even something like that, I'm just like, well, we are married and he's a huge part of my life. And obviously people are very interested in like our life together. And he's a humongous public figure. So it's like, it's a little bit unavoidable at times. And I do try to, you know, have my own thing, but it's like our lives are completely meshed together. So I don't know. I'm like, what do you want from me? Like, of course.